In this step on the tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do windows and doors. And so let's say that we were going to have a door on the side that's going away from you. So we have the side facing us and the side that's going away from us. Part of that door is going to have to go to the vanishing point. But if the door is on the side that's facing us, so let's say that we were going to put a door right here going into this building, and decide how big we want it, what would look right. It would just be a rectangle because it's on the side that is facing us. You could decorate it by putting some trim around it. Extra details will make your project look better. So think about doing stuff that's more elaborate than just lines. But now if we have a door on the side that is going away from us, and this is kind of how it would work. You decide how big you want the door again, and I'm going to bring it in just a little bit from this edge. How tall of a door would make sense. The top of that door is going to go to the vanishing point, and the bottom of the door will too, but the bottom of the door is probably going to be already done for you. So I take this up towards the vanishing point, and then I drop it down however wide. I could do double doors or a single door. And then there is my door. If I'm putting trim around this one, the top of the trim is going to go towards that vanishing point as well. And then the back trim is going to end up being skinnier than the width of the front trim because things that get farther away from you get skinnier. So if it's on the side facing you, just a square. If it is on the side that's going away from you, the top and the bottom, anything that's normally horizontal would go towards that vanishing point. So if we were gonna put a couple of windows onto this building, let's say that I put a window right here. It's just gonna be a square or a rectangle, whatever you like. But if I was going to put, maybe this is a two-story building, I'm going to go ahead and put a window up here. I would, closer to this side, draw a line. The top and the bottom go to that vanishing point. They're normally horizontal, but since they're going away from us, we're going to take them to that vanishing point. So I can repeat that up here for another window, just to make it make sense as a building. If I wanted to break this up so that it had the crossbars, then the way that you do that is you make a very light X that you're going to eventually erase. Mine is dark so you guys can see it. And then right in the middle of that X is where your permanent lines would be. I draw that straight up. And I would draw this straight across. So that X is helpful because it helps us to find the middle. Instead of just giving a guess, we know this is exactly where the middle would be. And then you erase all of your excess. Hopefully you have a pencil tip eraser. It's a lot easier to work with one of those. Now the question is, how do you find the middle of the window where the top and the bottom are going back to the vanishing point because it's not a square anymore? Well, that same technique will work for this. And so you draw your X, and then straight through the middle of the X would be one of our permanent bars, straight up. And the difference is you would line up the middle of the X with the vanishing point for the crosshair, for this normally horizontal line. So that's going to go up towards the vanishing point. And then you can erase your excess lines of that X, and then you have it an accurately divided up window. It won't be a line that's halfway. If you notice, this box is wider than this box is right there. So go ahead and practice adding a couple more doors and a couple more windows onto yours before we go to the next step. While you're doing that, I'm going to add some more doors as well, making this into a garage. Pay attention, are you on the side facing you or the side that is not? Because the side that's not, everything needs to, the horizontal lines then go to that vanishing point. So adding your doors and your windows to these couple buildings right now. Little cricket. So when I draw, I'm going to make sure that I'm looking at another line, make sure it's nice and straight. So I guessed on this line, and you see how something just doesn't look right about it. So even if I'm just trying to make a double door, I'm still going to use that method with the X. Again, every time you draw an X, you're drawing it super light. Then straight through the middle of the X. That's right where I'm going to do my vertical line for my double door. And erase that. Grab a pencil tip eraser. A little more accurate. I do want to draw a balcony right here. And so I want you to put a door, as funny as it seems right now. Let's see. Actually, yeah. I want you to put a door hovering up inside of the sky for a future demonstration. It's a really big door compared to that one, so I might need to shrink it. So if this is farther away, we gotta look at the size of this door and say, well, how tall should that door be compared to that? So it should be a little smaller of a door because it's farther away from us. So shrink that down a little bit. I could put a window in line with this. We'll work on putting a balcony over here.